Hi everyone, welcome to Dumela Universe. It's time for some divine tea with Vel Astri. We haven't had a divine tea in a while. I was going through quite a bit on my side, and I would like to share a little bit of my story with you. Spirit prompted me to do so. I was trained as a physiotherapist, and in the medical profession, you sort of do not allow yourself to be seen in a vulnerable state. You need to be perfect for your clients, and that doesn't resonate for me any longer. How can I ask you all to be vulnerable and allow your truths when I do not? And what kind of healer is closed up and perfection? There's no such thing. It's the very toxic energy that disallows your light to shine when you disallow your truths to be told. So this is not for pity, please, and this is not for you to feel sorry for me. Everybody's story is for lesson, and when other people use their story to manipulate you for pity and for sorry, that is to be cautious. That's something you should be cautious about. Do not let other people use their history to manipulate you into dimming your light. It's a lesson I spoke about a couple weeks ago when I experienced two beings who used their chronic illness to try to stifle me, to try to shut me from speaking the truth of how they are co-creating and attracting the symptoms and the very presence of that chronic illness by not taking accountability of their manifesting power. It is not an easy thing to hear, but it is so vital that you own your creative power in order for you to disallow yourself to be in a cycle of illness, abuse, of all things which do not serve you. For you are love, and you are meant to be completely within a field of love at all times, for that is simply who you are, isn't it? Chamomile. I don't know why that made me giggle, but it did. Okay, so growing up, I grew up in a family where we were severely abused by our father, mentally, emotionally, physically, and sexually. To my now recent recollection, I had blocked a lot of it out, and I did some work with a beautiful psychic who allowed me to, with the guide of the help of the angels, Archangel Michael and Raphael, and with my grandmother who had passed on, and with my father who had passed on, came through, and they channeled through this beautiful psychic and to me, and they reminded me of a few things of my past in order for me to let go deeply, for there was still a part of me which believed that there was a place or a hope that my family would allow themselves an awakening, come to a place where they understand how they create in their truth. Recently, I also discovered that my beautiful two nieces, who are home currently, were also now suffering physical abuse from my sister. And I understood there was a lot of micromanaging, mental and emotional abuse, which I suppose for me to just have not paid more closer attention was also a folly, as I was focused on my healing and my spiritual work, and I truly thought they were safe. So the effort, or rather the abuses and the effects of it in the past was something that I had released when my father had passed on a couple of years, about 6, 7, 8, I can't remember, I'm out of time, I don't really live in time, but he had passed on, and so I had believed that the abuse and the violence and the disruption to one's emotional happiness and well-being had died with him. I didn't understand, or rather I didn't foresee that my mother, my sister and my brother would then not do the work to realize, nobody has a normal family, but that which we have suffered was definitely not normal. It is not normal to wake up with a sibling being strangled and having to tackle your father off him. It's not normal to witness your mother being slapped and kicked. It's not normal to witness your sister being dragged out by her legs because she's choosing a different belief system. It's not normal to be punched and to be bullied and to be tackled and to be yelled at and to be told you're worthless, you're nothing, you are rubbish, to be told you'll be announced to nothing, that is not normal. I understood this, you see, and I've been on this journey to understand how that abuse has affected me, my relationship with people, my spirituality, and that has allowed me to go to a great healing, to release the ways and the patterns which limit my truth, to allow love again, and most importantly, to be vulnerable and to be open and not to be ashamed of a past. They have not done this work, you see. They do not wish to understand that they are not well. They do not wish to understand that which they have experienced has affected them, how they see the world, how they co-create. They are still bound by culture, tradition, and organized religion. So for them, they're in their rightness. They are incredibly educated, high-functioning, well-educated beings, beautiful postgraduate degrees, but they have absolutely no sense of what they have learned means and implies, for they do not really apply to themselves, I realize. They just apply to others. They believe they are right and correct because of their level of education, because of their age. Because in culture, when you're superior, you are better than others, you are more higher than others in the family. Children are disregarded. They can be used and abused, and they have no voice. They cannot speak up. They cannot choose not to be abused. My own mother blamed my dear nieces for destroying the family because they spoke up. An educational psychologist. It is shocking to me. Absolutely shocking. My brother, a learned man, a lawyer working with the church, advising people, when my nieces go to him, saying that my sister is abusing them physically, he laughs and says, well, it's about time it's your turn. This is a learned man, a lawyer, one who counsels people, counsels families. And then, of course, the sister, my sister, powerful doctor, a healer, I believe also a head of the domestic violence organization. The one who's saying this should not be happening is literally doing it. And she says to me, I have no right to interfere with her children's work or how she raises her children. They have decided that what I do, the work I do here, is wrong. It's the devil's work, as you understand it in the old scripture. Because I speak up, I tell them it is not right to abuse. It is not right to suppress. It is not right to use your authority over them. How can you say you are healing when you are abusing? How can you say that you are assisting when you're using fear? How can you use fear to control people? What are you protecting? I ask them. They say they're protecting the family. What are you protecting? The abuse, the fear? So it's interesting that Spirit wants me to share to this level, because I'm feeling these words flow freely without any restriction or restraint. But it seems that it is imperative for you all to understand that yes, we are light workers, and yes, we are awakening, and yes, we see things which are in their clarity now, and once they're seen, they can't be unseen. So what does it mean for us? Because I understand that they are not ready. They will not see it. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, I'm the one who's wrong. They are right. They are right because they are older. They are right because they are learned. They are right because of cultural, They're right because of their religion. They're right because of an illusion. Understand the toxicity of that which does not resonate with your soul. Understand it clearly that you may let go completely. And this was my lesson. They believe that I am doing evil works, which is disallowing, I suppose, them to continue hiding in the dark. I will not dim my light for no one. I will not dim my light for anyone. I will shine light in all spaces of the world. I will allow love in all places. I will align with the truth at all times. I will raise the frequency to love at all times. I will raise the frequency to truth at all times. I will not allow abuse to be known as family. I will not allow oppression to be known as love. I will not allow disruption and segregation and diminishment and entrapment and manipulation and degrading one. Children are powerful. Children are source energy creating. Children are God creating. They have every single right not to be harmed in any way, ever. They have every right to be heard. They are never less than anyone. They are never less than any adult. A woman is never lesser than a man, ever. Women are powerful. Women are goddess, God creating. You are powerful. You need no man to give you permission or authority to be. You need no man to give you permission or authority to be. You are sacred. You are divine. You are loved. Those who identify as men, release the need to dominate. Release the need to control. Release the need to lead and be in power. By surrendering to the love you are, you simply do that. You simply provide. By being love, you provide. By being truth, you provide. By being sensitive to your emotionality, you provide. By receiving within your divine feminine, you provide. You need not block yourself from emotion. Emotion is what allows you to receive within your truth, and this is for everybody. For there are women there with strong masculine energies who are denying themselves their femininity. I see it in my sister. I see it in my mother. Clear within my brother. Fearing, and living within fear. Creating within fear. How can you abuse children on any level? Emotional, psychological, physical, and say it's their turn, and say it's the African way, and say I am your superior, I am allowed to do anything I want to do with you, and call it love, and call it godly. We are required to have a deep release of all things that do not serve us, and I have let them go completely now. It is an odd thing, but it is entirely freeing. I understand that I have no longer anything to share with them on a soul contract. I cannot learn anything from them. They have no more to teach me. They do not. Other than my releasing them entirely. And perhaps this is why Spirit wanted me to profess the truth, to speak my truth, to release them, and also to thank you all. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your love. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for allowing. For you allow me to know I'm not going crazy. I'm not doing evil work. I'm allowed to speak love. I'm allowed to speak truth. I'm allowed to heal within love, within truth, within me, within all. I take accountability for my creative power. And I now release them entirely, for they no longer serve me. And I allow myself to now attract an incredible, beautiful soul tribe family I already have in all of you. To now move forward where we create within love, create within truth, and create within peace. So this was my truth offering to you. For I believe being open and vulnerable and honest allows us to heal, allows us to learn, empowers us to grow. My words are not for pity. They're not for any of you to feel sorry for me. They're for listen, they're for learning, so that when you are in your life experiences, you do not let those who see you and want to dim your light win. You do not let them manipulate you into your own captivity. You do not allow them to squash you and quash you out with their thunderous words which mean nothing. For love is the only reality. Fear is the absence of love. And if you fear to go within to do the work, then you are absent love. And that is why you then create absent love. Love is the only reality. For we are love. Everything else is an illusion. Allow yourself to surrender and center within the love of you at all times. Then, all you do is love. That's why I do not fear doing my tarot, for all I do is love. That's why I do not fear what I channel, for all I do is love. That's why I do not fear how I heal, for all I do is love. That's why I do not fear who books me, and I have with no idea what I am going to do for that session. For as soon as I see you, as soon as we connect, as soon as I feel your soul, I know, for all I do is love. All I do is love. All I do is love. And you are love. All you do is love. All you do is love. All you do is love. Let no one tell you otherwise. Okay. Ooh. Thank you, Spirit. By Spirit, I also mean me, higher self, because I'm Spirit, and that is definitely me just allowing. And now, channeling. Let's see which guide inspired me to speak this way to you, to share with you my story. I do not know who will come through, so we will just allow and learn and experience. Truth be told. Firiet meatrisit, fiturit mitrit, Vel Astri mitrit, siturit mitrit, Vel es meharit, vitri es mitrit, fatu es meharit, tui mitrit, vitri et beatri et vitrit, miturit vitrit, matu est itrit, mitu est rit, matu est beatrit, mitrit, fatu es meharit, miturit vitrit, mi estrihatrit sores, mi hatu aries, mi hatu amies, mi hari turi mies, tui mies, tui miaturia gliatiria miataria catiria statuiet fiatriet catus. To speak one's truth is power. It allows a clearing of illusion. It allows a love, a healing, a cleansing, a purification. It allows a clearing. It allows love. We have been silent too long, silent to speak the truth of our suffering, in fear of shame, in fear of judgment, in fear of persecution. No longer. It is time that you stand in your truth, for your truth is to be heard. And in the realm of the fifth dimension, in this beautiful divine frequency of freedom, your truth will create all things: abundance, prosperity, love, divinity. We serve sovereign love. We are sovereign love. Offer yourself in your clarity. Offer yourself in your truth. Offer yourself in your clarity. Offer yourself in your truth. This offering of you in your vulnerability allows you to be seen. This seen within the light is now awakened, for you create with your soul. To create absent soul is unawakened. This disallows yourself, your soul, your truth to be seen. As such, you manifest painful experiences which deny you love. For you deny yourself love. For you deny yourself existence. For you are love. And to displace yourself from your truth is to deny yourself love. For you do not love yourself to exist. You exist. Right now. Allow yourself to be fully within the truth of you. No one can harm you. Those who live in the darkness, honoring and worshipping fear in the guise of honoring a higher purpose, those false lights, those false healers, those false prophets, those false lights, they shall diminish now. The realm of separation and control is dissolving. The realm of authenticity and love is rising. You beautiful beings of light are here on earth for sacred purpose, to shine your light within your truth, to shine it bright for all to see, to speak your truth for all to hear, to live your clarity without fear. Simply be. There is no efforting required. You need not go and yell on the streets. You need not go with placards. You need not burn buildings. You need not do anything other than just be. Just create within the love of you, the very light of you, the very essence of you. Simply then lifts, raises, and allows a loving frequency around you, within humanity, within this earth realm and plane, rising the frequency and assisting humanity in its ascension at this time. We are ascending. We no longer live under control of external beings. We understand that we create our realities, for we, each and every single one of us, are sovereign beings creating our own reality. They are those who do not wish to accept this responsibility, for they fear to go deep within themselves and heal. They fear to see how they create pain. They fear to see how they've locked themselves away, run away from themselves. They fear to see how they've neglected themselves, abandoned themselves. They fear to see how they've misused themselves, abused themselves. They fear to see how they disown themselves. But you blessed few who are a blessed many, you do not fear, for you wish to love, you wish to honor your truth, you wish to shine your light and your clarity. You are not ashamed of you. You understand that you are learning. You understand that you are growing. You understand that you are healing. You understand that you're becoming. As such, you forgive yourself for abandoning yourself. You forgive yourself for punishing yourself. You forgive yourself for abusing and misusing yourself. You forgive yourself for neglecting yourself. You understand you were not seeing. You were blind. You did not see. Now you see. Now you see. Now you see. And now that you can see, see within the clarity of you. Allow yourself to be seen within the clarity of you. In this realm you are protected. You cannot be harmed. You will not be persecuted. You will not be crucified. You will not be burnt at the stake. You will not be drowned. You are protected. Why? This is the realm of love. And you are love. You simply are love. Your actions are love. Your truth is love. Your spirit is love. Your soul is love. It has no direction. It has no defined place. It cannot be contained. It cannot be grouped. It cannot be conditioned. It is free. It is limitless. It is untamable. It is wild. It is divine. It is God, Goddess, universe, source energy, unconditional, all-encompassing, holy, sovereign, divine, sacred, blessed. It is you. It has always been you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Love would never ask you to remove yourself from you, to remove yourself from grace. Love would never abuse you and ask you to put up with it. Love would never misuse you and ask you to get used to it. Love would never degrade you and tell you that it's your place. That is the absence of love. That is the absence of holiness. That is the absence of spirit. You are love. I am Archangel Michael. Truths always be told. Sever those cords. They no longer serve you. Do not be bound by anybody. You are limitless. Surrender to the limitless love you are. Thank you, Vel Astri. Thank you for sharing. You are learning. You are loved. With love and light, take care.